now he be number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun Diary, now he be number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Maiyegun Diary, now he be number one.
Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Maiyegun Diary, now he be number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Wọ́n bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Hello there. Good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us again. This is Maiyegun Live. I know it's a bit dramatic, isn't it? Anyway, it's been like that for years now. So it's the line. Thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are joining us. Indeed, it is Maiyegun Live, and please read beyond the caption of the broadcast. Read the description of the broadcast. Like it, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. Tell them that Maiyegun today. We are starting tonight with what we already knew, but maybe not how. And that is how APC, Egbekegbe, rigged the Edo elections. Of course, in the next few days, they are going to have the APC, Egbekegbe's government, sworn in Edo State. Or maybe, just maybe, for the sake of posterity, we should lay it bare to the rest of the world that needs to know how did they do it. APC, Egbekegbe, and Inec, the way they operate in the contraption is not hidden. To them, they will rig you, and you can have all the evidence, right? Then what are you going to do about it? Go to court. They are already waiting for you there too. No matter the evidence you present, their court will say, no evidence. But like I said, for the sake of posterity, I remember when we were doing everyday expose on Tiflumbu, on this platform, I remember some of the Ronukus of today, the bad start of today, the bad idiots, including the Abrodian Ronukus, the Buaridins, the Buarididerins, the Buaridinotus, the Buaridijatus, the Buarishukus, the Unekaharis, the Ungoziaris, the obedient fools, the voluntary slaves, the humbled slaves, sophisticated morons, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the all-risers. They were always camping on Maiyegun's diary Politico. They are always reminding me then, or telling me then, that I can go and bring all the evidence in the world. If Numbu will be your president, and there is nothing you, Maiyegun, can do about it. You can continue to cry. If Numbu, the druggie, the drug dealer, the drug pusher, the jaga banditi, the jaga addicti, the ashiwaju awon ole, ashiwaju awon agbero. Most of those who were voluntary slaves, waiting to kind of harvest our tears. Today, They are everywhere, screaming and crying. Ebim power. Nobody else they cry now. This was less than 2 years ago. In fact, even after the whole reading, they came back here. Ooh, Maiyegun. Tifnumbu is going to be president. You can continue to cry. 8 years. 4 plus 4. Tifnumbu 4 plus 4. Like the leprosy fingers, like that. I said no wahala. Amen. 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 Today, less than 18 months into what is still going to be 40. 12. That's going to be 48, 96 months. 96 months of your shege, renewed shege, from change of Bokwari to next devil of Bokwari. They no learn. They came back here to tell me that now renewed shege we go for. Last, it happened. Kalu bought his way in. Today, those who never japa out of Nigeria, some of them, they don't japa into the koto. Some will never die. They are like walking corpses everywhere. If you see them on the road, they are only existing. They are not living. Today, they are back on MaiyegunsDiary Politico. Are you mocking us? Instead of all of us to come together and speak up in one voice, everything to matters here. Everyone come together. Come together to do what? To stand up to call. So today, they are asking me stupid questions on MaiyegunsDiary Politico. Even though there are still some who used to be like on a spam pass, they shall die. On a spam, I know they see them again. I stand with Tifnumbu, Ebitipa, want to cripple. They don't get leg to stand anymore. But that doesn't mean that they are not still there. Today, they are now looking for patriots. We are all one. Let us see, this is our leader. Maiyegun, you cannot be criticizing people because of their choices. It's a democracy. It's a democracy. So let us, instead of all of us, to come together and then find solutions. Solution down. Then you call solution. That is soda water. Pẹ̀lú àìjík, fàìjík àti kí ló ti ń pè pẹ̀lú milk. Àti bóyá bí, I don't know, ṣàkó kó mix ẹ̀ papọ̀. Ó ti yẹn sìn, you are of no use to humanity. So to say, similarly, if you have those who have told you, go to court in Edo, leave them. In the next few days, APC, Ebekebe, will be in charge of Edo. But at least, for posterity's sake, we will leave this for our children and children's children and tell them how APC, Ebekebe, destroyed what could have been a democracy, how they robbed people in broad daylight, and they told them to go to court. So there's no point in going to any court. However, like I said, let our own children wake up one day so that the criminals that they are likely going to try to change, to try to whitewash them and tell our children like they lied to us about our heroes past. Hawaii and our heroes past. Heroes past, Nigeria no get any hero past. Now criminals that were not detected before they died. And they said that if animals are allowed to write their own history, there is nowhere, any chapter that they will glorify the hunter. Because they will tell you how scared some of these hunters were when they were trapped by the animals. But now the hunters, they write the stories of the jungle. That's why they will tell you how other people like Perry person will use cap to kill an elephant. Because elephant no fit defend himself. Elephant no fit right. So for the sake of our own children, we will leave this for posterity. How did they do it? How did they do daylight robbery? Daylight robbery that grown-up men and women defended. We'll put it out there. And that's exactly what they did in this chart. some group of people came together to monitor the whole thing. It was a daylight robbery, no doubt. According to them, the result on their own IREF. IREF is that machine they used to, capture the registered voters, capture the accredited voters, and then capture the number of total votes that were casted, as well as the supposed the result sheet that got uploaded onto the IRF. The one that they take capture na Beavers. The one where they take record result na IRF, and that one is online. So, despite the fact that Inec, listen to this, because I remember they did the same thing during the Tifnumbu time. Mumudu Yakubu announced Tifnumbu at 4 a.m. as winner. When everybody went to the IRF to go and check the results, Tifnumbu was losing. In some places, they actually uploaded the image like that. Something like that is the result of some polling units. You go there, you want to go and check your results, presidential results. It is a selfie photo of some of the electoral officers. That was their result. But Mamudu Yakubu announced the result and said Tifnumbu scored 8.9 million votes. But the day he announced that, when we went onto the IRF to check their result, guess what? Out of 167,000 or so polling units, they've only uploaded just about 40% of the whole thing. Less than 90,000 polling units of results were uploaded, but they've announced the winner already. Where did you get the result you announced? Mahmudu Yakubu, they said go to court. If you don't go to court. In Edo State today, people went onto the IRF. They supposed a legal platform where the result of what happened in Edo State was uploaded. And guess what? Now PDP win there. APC second. But the result announced by the Edo electoral officers declared APC winner, PDP loser. But for the record, like I said, here is what they found. Let's start with that tonight. No, don't worry. I can be very dramatic sometimes like that. I hope the message is not lost on you, Sha. I know you are all laughing. No, don't laugh. Don't be laughing at all. Here, let's start with this.
App Initiative for Citizens Development. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning and thank you for having me.
Good morning. Right. Now, after that, big introduction, and you have embarked on a fact-finding mission to understand what really transpired with the Edo State election. I first want to understand what your motivation is. Who are you and why have you gone on a mission with all of these documents and all of the evidence to try and understand what happened during the election?
So TAP Initiative is a non-governmental organization that is into democracy and good governance, and we also do a lot of work around accountability and holding institutions of government accountable, justice reforms, judicial reforms, and Inec as well. And we've recently been in the forefront of trying to reform Inec to also change the burden of proof from saying that the people who conduct an election should actually have the burden to prove that they conducted the elections correctly. And if you don't do that, we'll continue to go around the silos to say, whenever a candidate loses an election, he then has to prove, or he or she has to prove that he lost the elections, when the burden should actually be placed on Inec. And because of this, it is very incumbent to say, you know what, we need to really go into what happens in Inec. Inec is actually the institution that gatekeeps the admission or the recruitment process that brings the key players of our democracy into light. And if Inec doesn't do well, or is not held accountable or responsible for the things that they do, our democracy will definitely crumble in the nearest future, because there will be no hope anymore. So we then discovered, because we also followed the elections critically, I was in the situation room of Lead Africa in Abuja when people were on the field, and we saw the kind of things that were happening. And when I saw the results, it was quite interesting to see what then was announced, or when we were watching and following the results. So it became much more interesting to find out what really happened. And then we made applications to the Inec to say, okay, can we get the results you're using to... Yeah. If you look at the signature, you realize that the person, the returning officer, the presiding officer, sorry, that's a different signature because they hurriedly rigged the elections. I mean, this is very appalling because what we normally see before now is that political parties rig elections through overvoting and other means and all that, maybe tearing ballot boxes or ballot papers and mutilating them. But this is institutional rigging perpetrated by Inec, and this should be a concern for everyone. So if you look at it, you'll see that the signatures are different. Not just that, we contacted one of the best forensic experts in handwriting in South Africa. He is the one who actually verifies whether Nelson Mandela's signatures are actually original since he passed. So he's the one who identifies that. So he's an expert, and this is his expert statement to us. The statement was released to us, or the examination report was released to us on the 29th of October, 2 days ago. And that's why we haven't come public, because we're waiting for that result to happen. Now, if you look at this is his report, right? Q1, Q2, Q3. You will identify that it was one person in INEC who sat down and did all this handwriting.
According to the forensic
report. So if you look at it, Q1, Q2, the same thing that he used to write this. So if you see 20, his 20 is the same, his 3 is the same, with everything across board. So I'll give you the forensic examination report and you look at it. So it is appalling. And I think this should frighten everybody. If we do not want to practice a democracy, we should just say we don't want a democracy. We just want to appoint people to go and sit. We shouldn't be budgeting billions of naira to organize an election that INEC will bundle. We shouldn't raise the hopes of people to say that you should come out and vote, participate in an elections, do your civic responsibilities and perform your duties, and INEC will bundle that. That is frustrating, and that would actually lead Nigeria to mayhem if we are not careful in the nearest future. So for us as an organization, we are not stopping here. What we are actually going to do now is to file this to ICPC. ICPC has to charge and prosecute these people for the criminality that they are perpetrating, from both the INEC rec down to the presiding officer and everybody that is involved, including the head of legal in Benin, who is actually the one who issued the CTC copies to us and to every other person that has actually applied. So we are taking this up, and we don't take it lightly at all, because the will of the people must prevail, and people should be determined enough to choose. I mean, people should be the ones to determine who leads them. And it's very, I'm surprised, basically, because political parties, the opposition parties, are just there. They are not serious about, after conducting an elections, following through things to the little and the details of it. They just feel elections are over and everybody just goes back home. Maybe just go to court and do one or two things. But I think that politicians and political parties need to be invested in this thing, because if citizens give you the trust and feel like they should support you, they give you their money, they give you their time, they give you their vote, they invest their emotions in your campaign, you owe them that duty to protect that mandate and that love and translate it to something tangible and meaningful. Whatever it takes. People cannot be risking their lives going out and be shot or killed or beaten on the queues of polling units, and then elections are over, you just sit down, fold your hands and don't do anything. You should be happy.
Thank you, Jerry, for your work, okay? Because there are people like that guy in Nigeria. We appreciate their work just by exposing these little things that are really big things. They are not little. Atiku spent over $1 million in America trying to prove to all of us, say, if na proper, what do you call it, certificate forger. Went on, David Dundeyi risked his life to give you every detail with evidence of Tinubu's drug dealing and his wife, Remy, Benga, Akonle, and so many other people who were part and parcel of that drug pushing ring. Today, the drug dealer, drug pusher, Tifnumbu, is your president. Davidu Denyi is outside Nigeria. And I promise you that they are doing everything to make sure that they give him the same Nnamdi Kanu's treatment by hunting him down to bring him to Nigeria. Today, Tifnumbu is doing shege to all of you. And all of this evidence that were presented to your Nigerian judiciary, they became not only blind, though, they became deaf and dumb. And they legitimized this drug dealer as your president. Today, some of these Ronukus, Ronu Nazis, the bad starts, they will be asking you for evidence. Do you have evidence of this thing? You continue. See, if they arrest you now, yeah, they do say that to me. You are calling him a drug dealer, they say you have evidence. If they arrest you now, everybody go, they say, free Maiyegun, free Maiyegun. Do you have evidence? Because Nigerian judiciary, that they presented all this evidence to, they became blind, deaf, dumb, intentionally. So now, all these forgery signatures, expert proof, now in the cocon take serious in their court when they all know what they are doing. Good work, oh. Again, I have to give it to you. See this lady. She gave a presser, I think it was about 3 days ago, talking about the same Inec. And now, I mean, Inec of Nigeria is a threat to Nigeria's existence, Nigeria's security, Nigeria's safety. So many things shall we be Inec be. What about judiciary? Listen.
How are you living your own life today for tomorrow? Because Nigeria will go, Nigeria will stay, all of us will come and pass. We are passengers. He has lived his life. And so when I was consulted to look at how do you secure, 2027 general elections, and I'm just wondering, secure, that's a tall order. What are we going to do? What are the things that, what approach can we look at? So I looked through some of the introduction, the current context and challenges of the elections that we have today, which has been, a lot of it has been spoken, about by Comrade Sam Amadi, looking at the measures for the 2027 general elections, addressing the electoral violence, also inclusion and the issues of gender-based violence, and then international collaborations and also observers. I will conclude and then look at some call to action. The 2027 general election is coming at a time where everybody is exhausted. There's a lot of exhaustion coming from citizens themselves because we are looking and seeing what did we do in 2023 and what happened to the off-cycle elections. Some of it has been pointed out already. When the 2023 general election happened, we used to have civil society organizations, and as some of you may recollect, I led the Nigerian Civil Society Situation Room as a convener, aside from being the country director of Action Aid then. To the 2023 general election, after whatever happened during the election, Inec, in its usual manner, called all of us to a post-meeting or to a meeting. We used to have quarterly meetings with Inec to tell us exactly what is going on. And we had this meeting, and the first thing the chairman said was, we are about, that he was not going to talk about the 2023 general election. He was going to talk about off-cycle election. And I was dazed. So if we don't talk about what we have done, which amount was voted for, budget was given, what did you do with the election you don't want to explain to Nigerians? It was shocking for me, for many people to sit in that meeting. Immediately, when the media went out, I found my way and I also walked out because I felt that place was no longer for me. And so it's a test for our own electoral process is a text for dignity. How do we focus and look at the current challenges and then leverage the data-driven strategy and also complying, looking at the technology which we are supposed to use. Now, the current context, you are looking at the political landscape, a political scene that there is a kind of a which is highly competitive. You have APC, you have PDP, you have the Labour Party, who are the major, political parties. But I can tell you that Inec is struggling. None of them has a registered voting, they don't have a register. So you can boast, we have 30 million people. Where is the registrar? They don't have voting. So there is no political party with a population. Where are the books? And these are things that Inec itself has been looking at. There is no political education by the political parties. They are supposed to conduct political education, but you only see people during their campaigns. Where is the political education? Because you want your members to vote. Or it's because voting is not important, it will be truncated, so there is no need investing in voting itself. You have electoral violence. The 2029 election and also the 2023 general election showed us so many violence, a lot of violence. Almost about 100 people died during the 2023 general elections. We're looking.
Data is not their thing in Nigeria. Okay? APC will tell you, we are the biggest political party in Africa. We have 50 million. We have 100 million supporters. PDP will say, no, you don't. We are the biggest in Africa. We have 200 million supporters. No, it's a lie. Labour Party is the new biggest party in Africa. They have 500 million supporters. You see, Nigeria has something called the number problem. And that is why most of the criminals in power too, they love to kind of drop numbers like, that's why somebody can sit down and just write and say, you, 10 million, you, 5 million, you, 2 million, this one, 500,000 votes. Because they don't have to prove it. You cannot scientifically prove anything. And as for the courts, no, that's too much. It's not our job to prove how many people are there or something. We are just here to look at the merits and the demerits. Wait for it, the woman is still talking. So she was talking about data that is so alien to them in that contraption. They use projection. What about, okay, maybe 50 million. Okay, yeah, you are right. Look at Kano. In Kano alone, or in Kaduna, or in Lagos. In the same thing with their population, number problem. I want her to finish before we kind of wrap it up with Edo.
At Lagos, Rivers, Kano, and Kaduna State in so many ways. You're looking at the voter turnout as well. And this enfranchisement, that was done again, in its various forms. When we had Anambra election, the off-cycle election for Anambra State, there were so many things. The performance of the beavers, for example. The tech system, and young people were getting very, very interested. And you had some performance. Before 10 p.m., most of the results were uploaded on IREF. And so we had the results. So you could see who is winning and what is coming in. They don't conclude until they announce all the elections before Inec does a final pronouncement. So we were very hopeful. We moved from Anambra and went to Osun State. Yes, we had Ekiti. And then from Ekiti moved to Osun State and the beavers. And my question to Inec, we had a lot of internal meetings with Inec. And the strange thing was the Inec, the current Inec, is still the current one. They were very, very open, telling us their problems. And so just like Ario, before the 2023 general elections, many of us were not sleeping because we're trying to block the holes. We thought Inec, the persons there, the managers were truthful and we're working with them, hoping that the voting will count. And so when you look at the voter turnout and disenfranchisement, the last election was 29% that voted. That's the general election. So who is voting and who believes in voting itself is another. Another area is the security threats. We have the insurgents, the banditry. You have also the separatist movements here and there. You are in the northern region and also in the southeast region. Inec challenges, the Independent Electoral Committee, they have their challenges. But the quality of citizenship is not about the machines. Machines don't operate themselves. Who is operating the machines? What is your quality, even as you are sitting down here now? What is your quality? Are you the one? Are you playing your role because you are in this world only for a time? Are you playing your role? Are you living your life? We look at religion in terms of no religion tells lies. Religion will tell you not to steal. So who is the thief? And so we need to mirror ourselves as we prepare for 2023 general election. And so you will look at the judiciary and the declaration of results. A lot of money was voted for Inec. Inec was supposed to be the one to pronounce elections. So what happened to Inec? And now the whole work is being given to the judiciary. Did you give them money to declare elections? Or is it Inec, you know, should we give the work of Inec to the judiciary? We have overburdened, brutalized the whole system in terms of the judiciary. And so you've seen the challenges. So the National Orientation Agency is built to conduct civic education throughout the country. What is it doing? You are also looking at the quality of every citizen. Who is the quality of the citizen that is sitting in INEC as workers, as voters, as a judicial person, you know, as a lawyer himself? You can see it's nice to see, you know, here this morning, getting out there and representing a lot of and all the lawyers who are out there, also making sure, and that is it started from our own time. When we were students, we didn't have mobiles. But when a student was arrested, Ganifa and me and Femi Falana will know where a student is arrested and they will come and release us. We had no idea who they are, but they were there as protectors. And so where are we now? So who is a citizen right now? The issue of corruption. I don't know what you are going to do. You can only sleep in one corner of a bed, in a room in one night. But look at how we are dirtying the system. You are building so many houses that you will never leave. And you destroy your children.
The entire system is corrupt, polarized, compromised, and on like that. The citizens have lost trust in the entire system. And everybody's just fooling everyone. The lawyers are there to mislead the public because they will say they are doing their job. They will defend election riggers. And I mean, you know, the judiciary will tell you, well, it is not our job to conduct election or announce results. But finally, they were taken there up enough that Nigeria judiciary, they are now the ones who are now like declaring election winners and canceling election results like they did for hopeless Uzodinjo, hopeless Uzodingba, the Supreme Court governor of Owerri, and on like that. So what should you do after you already have what is called the state capture? You break the entire system up. That's what you should do. In Edo State, what they did in Edo will be done in Ondo. And it will be done again, I think, in Osun. It will be done in Ekiti. Finally, if you make it far to 2027, it will be redone in a most brazen way that you've never seen before. The tenure of Obaseki is coming to an end in the next few days. And the Auditor General of Edo State, Julius, what's his name again, has already been arrested. Why? They said that 24.5 billion naira was paid to Edo State a few weeks ago. And in a space of just 2 days, over 14 billion naira was withdrawn in a questionable under questionable circumstances. So the EFCC picked up the Accountant General of Edo State last night. And it was just not just him. They also arrested another 2 undisclosed officials of Edo State. The news out there is that Obaseki, Obadonkey, is clearing the house. But because the likes of Oshiomole, they know the game, they know the drill. So they've already set a trap around the finances of Edo State. They are coming to loot it anyway. But Obadonkey was like, I'm still the governor. I can still sign out money. No, you can't. Don't sign out money anymore. Just go. So the point here is this. Whether it was as I swear for you or this other one, what is his name again? I can't even remember his name again. Anyway, Oshiomole is to G. The Edo people. I'm sorry for you. Ma put it that way. Here you get. And I wish you what you wish yourselves. Yeah, you got robbed. Even if you did not want or bad donkey, the result didn't show that. It simply means the APC, Egbekegbe rigged themselves in an election that was just pretty much like a normal ritual, where none of you have the power to actually choose your own representatives. It is similar to what people are experiencing right now across Nigeria with Tifnumbu, with Kolu. You do not have the power as Nigerians to choose your leaders. So if they tell you you are practicing democracy, this democracy, we must do everything for this democracy, they are lying to you. I'll leave it at that. Pastor, please remind us once again.
If you decide to vote, if Tinubu wins, all of you are going to join. That is God has spoken. Just let it go live. Let it go live as spoken. Just the way I've said it. Let me say in English so that they won't understand. Okay, sir.
If Nigerians vote for APC, we sink. We will swindle in poverty, and the economy will be in shambles. If the government of APC continues, Nigeria will suffer extraordinary. I'm not in support of anybody. As a matter of fact, I don't vote. And I will never vote. I am telling you that we have never seen hardship before. Then this is when we now experience more hardship. We will be sick, the economy will be sick. I'm not saying anybody should like him.
You don't have to like him. In Rivers State, the speaker that is loyal to Fubara has issued a statement, something like a presser. Totu, thank you very much. That's your me, Totu. That's my guy. Bless you, Baba. With the evidence of fraud, are the people not the ones lying with their slavery card, PVC, poverty validation card, even when they are going through hardship now from criminal politicians? They never learned. Now ready for 2027. It is a ritual. They will ask you, hey, what do you want us to do now? What do you want us to do, Baba? They will figure it out. So the battle for the soul of rivers, the rivers of trouble, continues. The 27 former House of Assembly members of Rivers State who decamped to APC, Egbekegbe, before they realized that they have burnt themselves, decided to retract that decision. But they couldn't have done it without a corrupt judiciary that has ruled that no, they did not decamp. There's no evidence. When these guys actually sworn to an affidavit that they indeed have joined APC, they quickly went behind again. The judges gave them, they said, withdraw it, go and withdraw it, go and withdraw it. Just say that you did not, in the face of the law, as your lordship places, they have not decamped. So they are those who went to court. Yeah. To sue the Rivers State government where Fubara is the governor. That because Fubara did not give them the chance to debate the 2024 budget appropriation bill, Rivers State's allocation must be stopped. All of it. The state allocation, the 13% derivation formula, the local government allocation, and a judge in Abuja ruled against what has already been ruled over by the Supreme Court of Nigeria as far back as 2006. 2005. That no federal government agent or agency has the power to withhold any state allocation ever. But a judge ruled that in the favor of the Wike'S 27 loyalists. Now, the Speaker of Rivers State House of Assembly, the ones that didn't decamp, loyal to Fubara, issued a statement calling on the Inec. Listen, we do not recognize these guys. To us, their seats have been declared vacant. We call on you to conduct a local government election ASAP. It's not going to happen. And you know why. But here is that statement.
Gentlemen of the press, on behalf of the members of the River State House of Assembly, I welcome you all to this press conference. Please recall that on the 11th day of December 2023, in the full view of the whole world, Honorable Martins Chike Amehule and 26 others defected from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, to the All Progressive Congress, APC, after their failed attempt to impeach the executive governor of Rivers State, Sir Siminalayi Fubara, Grand Service Star of Rivers State, on the 30th day of October 2023. Please also recall that it is the People's Democratic Party that sponsored the election of Honorable Martins Chike Amehule and 26 others in the 2023 general elections. To frustrate the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, from conducting a by-election to fill the vacated seats in the River State House of Assembly, Honorable Martins Chike Amehule and 26 others filed suit number FHC/ABJ/CS/1681/2023 against INEC and 4 others on the 13th day of December 2023. Subsequently, an order of interlocutory injunction was secured, restraining INEC from conducting a by-election to fill the 27 vacant seats in the River State House of Assembly. After filing the said suit and securing the order of interlocutory injunction, Martins Chike Amehule and 26 others began to foot drag and did not do anything to diligently prosecute their suits at the Federal High Court, Abuja. On Wednesday, 30th day of October 2024, Martins Chike Amehule and 26 others, without any reason, discontinued suit number FHC/ABJ/CS/1681/2023 and it was accordingly struck out. The only impediment to Inec conducting a by-election to fill the 27 vacant seats in the Rivers State House of Assembly was the order of interlocutory injunction restraining Inec from conducting a by-election. Now that suit number FHC/ABJ/CS/1681/2023 has been struck out, the order of interlocutory injunction is also spent. Accordingly, as the Right Honorable Speaker of the River State House of Assembly, I call on the Independent National Electoral Commission to forthwith conduct a by-election to fill the 27 vacant seats in the River State House of Assembly. Signed, Right Honorable Victor Oko Jumbo, Speaker, River State House of Assembly. First.
EFCC chairman still there for jail. Politician wey in the probe don enter for power. EFCC chairman still there for jail. Politician wey in the probe don enter for power. Ewo, EFCC chairman still there for jail. Politician wey in the probe don enter for power. Ewo, EFCC chairman still there for jail. Politician wey in the probe don enter for power. If you dey do government work, you go carry am for head, you. Maka one day, aga bokwa gite na ma o. In another government, you wayo, one day more, ebukwa ya nishi, one day, aga bogete na ma o. Ewo, EFCC chairman, no dey for jail. Politician wey in the program enter for power.
I think we have a Wike'S supporter trying to say something on Facebook. Yo, bro, you're right. Oh, he said something about not liking the work of Wike. Oh, do you love the work of Wike? We are coming to that. Don't worry, don't rush. Right? And then you said something about how did the others become speaker? We all know how he became speaker. The moment these guys, they camped to APC, they lost their seats. Yeah. I don't expect some of you to be literate enough, to be educated enough, or maybe because, say in Nigeria, right, what you have is called my criminal is better than your own criminal. For example, right now, if you see Fubara supporters, and then you see Wike'S supporters, the two of you, I can have two of you to begin to talk to yourself. You are just an ingrate. Wike made you. So you betrayed him. Shut up your mouth. Wike is a thief. After doing his own 8 years, why is he trying to make a sin not to enjoy his own 8 years? Shut up your mouth. Fubara is a civil servant. If not because of Wike, it's nothing. Shut up your mouth too. You don't know that Fubara is a very good person. Is that not how you do it? Your criminal on MaiyegunSDiary Politico, it is to lay bare to everyone, right? The level of the degeneration that you have, a system that you called your system in that contraption. That's what we do. But that won't save you from, you can defend Wike. Why the Fubara people will defend him? But in the face of what's supposed to be your law, in a lawless place like Nigeria, these guys decamped before they realized, we shouldn't have decamped. We should have stayed back. Oh yeah, we didn't decamp. We changed our mind. But there is evidence of them decamping. There is. But yeah, they can deny. No, we did not. Oh, we did not. We are still PDP. But they are actually APC. See them.
Thank you. The former governor of Rivers State, Now, the Minister of FCT, before me here is the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, a proud member of the All Progressive Congress, and other members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. My party is grateful. We are enriched and we are in firm control of the Rivers State House of Assembly. Let me use this opportunity to thank my brother and my friend, His Excellency Wike'S, for the monumental support he gave to our presidential candidate in the 2023 election. Honorable Minister, we thank you for your support and we value your support. And I want to say, here as a member of the National Working Committee of our great party, we do not take your support for granted. We will continue to work with you. We will continue to partner with you. And our president, the performing president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will continue to hold you and work with you. For us in the All Progressive Congress, our coming to this place this afternoon is not about a political party. Yesterday, my brother paid me a very, very important visit in my village. And I remain grateful to you for that visit. But just to let you know that as a political party, we are aware that our main business in politics is to unite Rivers State. Continue to unite Rivers State. This kind of unity, the unity we have today in Rivers State, is not easy to be accomplished. We owe you that support, we owe you that friendship, and we are praying. We have consulted a lot of prayer warriors so that you will change your mind and leave the PDP and come and join our party. That prayer, I know it will work. Amen. If you are in support of that prayer, say aye. Aye. God bless you.
So I hope that answers your question, dear, or your confusion. Mr. Kilorukoyeno. Mr. Ode, Osaro, Clean. That's the name. The person who said, we do not appreciate the work of Wike'S. I hope this answered your question, and everyone else who probably felt like these guys did not decamp to APC. Yeah, they are denying it now. I mean, like in the face of the law, it's like shooting yourself. It's like somebody who shoots himself and run away. You kill yourself and run away. Say hello, 911. Say, what's your emergency? Or I just see one man, we just kill himself and run away. Or say, what? Yes, so the man just kill himself and run away. How? Kill himself and run away. How? Yes, so can you please come over to this area, please? Say, are you the mad in it? That's exactly what some of you are. Mad people that believes that everyone else should actually be mad. You will lie to yourselves enough that you are so shameless about it that you can easily just, when you are caught in a lie, you're just going to brush it out. That doesn't matter. Let us talk about another thing. I say, no. Talk about that one. Sure, you guys. They are all ganging up right there. And the River State is to fight for the soul of River State. They are doing all that. They did all of that without even they're not thoughtful, so to say. You know, so it is a mad case. Anyway, like I call them, it is called the rivers of trouble. But there is more trouble in Abuja. A woman that defeated the long time, 24 years senator of Abuja, Aduda. That guy be like lifetime senator for Abuja. He's been senator since 1999. Can you believe that? A PDP senator. When the obedience tsunami swept through Nigeria last year, it's actually also swept Aduda out of his position as a live bencher for Abuja senatorial seat. They didn't believe it. And since then, Aduda has become a personal assistant to Wike in Abuja. And Wike has promised Aduda that Ireti is a mistake that must be corrected. It must never happen again. And since then, Ireti has been sort of a pain in the ass for Wike. So she released a statement this afternoon that Wike has listed all the projects is done in Abuja and how much. She found some, but she couldn't find some, especially the ones that were supposed to really be like to have direct impact on the people in the rural areas, in the communities in Abuja. She couldn't find them. It's raising an alarm in one of their Senate committee sitting in Abuja. So I want to go there now. Let's go back to that Abuja, because he is a pain in the ass for Wike. And Wike can't wait. He believes that he has the power. APC no win Abuja, but you know, with them in power right now, they can actually like write the results. And that is his area of specialty of Wike. Normally, I know they still see Wike supporters on this platform, but I feel like say some of them they here tonight. What is wrong? Something happened to them. Like, I'm so surprised anyway. So yeah, Ireti.
On the issue, I also copied the minister. And it was when I copied you that I got a response. Now, let me start from the beginning. When we became senators and we were inaugurated in 2023, we were given a list of constituency projects. And on it, my essay just went to put that list together. It says new or ongoing. So among the new ones, I had 3 or 4 projects in Lower Niger Basin and Lower Benue Basin in Upper Niger Basin. Now, obviously, all the contractors are all keeping an eye on it. And then some came to meet me, several. I don't know one contractor from the next, but okay, at least I can keep track of the contractors. I wrote a letter on August 1st to the DG of the Upper Niger Basin, telling him that these are my zonal intervention projects. Obviously, they were put in the budget by 80 different new senators who had gone, but they had not been executed like a lot of the projects are executed in 2023. He ignored my letter, of course. He did not respond. Eventually, I called him. All the contractors still keeping track of the project knew they had not been awarded, and they wanted me to say, Madam, we can do it, you can keep track of. As I have done, I keep track of every project and I sign off on them. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cold. So when he did not respond, when I called him, he said to me, he has already awarded them to the contractors he felt like. I said, okay, no problem. One contractor is as good as the next to me, as long as I can monitor the jobs. Good. I wrote to him on August 30th, requesting for the status reports on the projects. On almost all of them are zonal intervention projects. He ignored me. I wrote again on November 16th. This time, I wrote to the Permanent Secretary of Water Resources. He also did not respond. I have his acknowledged copies including the one from your office, sir. Then on the 24th of June, I then this time, in February, I made a complaint to the committee, submitted all the documents, but I did not really push it. On the 24th of June, this time, I listed out all the projects, and then I copied the Senate committee, I copied you, and Senate Committee on Water Resources and the Honorable Minister of Water Resources. Then I had my SLA follow up in your ministry. Then on July 8th, I got a report from him saying all the projects had been done, they had been executed 100%. Now, I don't know who signed off on them. Some of them were empowerment projects. Some of them were fertilizers to be given to farmers. I don't know which list. So, sir, I then decided, apart from complaining to the committee, I wrote to EFCC to say that since this, because I have sent people round, and then, sir, for projects, he claims he put them in May, but if he did, all the contractors will not be lining up wanting those same projects. He puts my predecessor's name on top, and even if he awarded them in May, nothing would have happened. So who oversighted them? Who checked on them? I wrote then, what I wanted from EFCC was a full investigation, construction of road and drainages in Paduma 1 and 2 of Amak. I need specific locations of the roads, the length and the thickness of the pavements, and I want to know who said the sec.
Iretino go agree. At least if this is the only 4 years she's going to be senator, she will probably be and continue to be the did I say pain? The pain now, pain in their asses. Here is the concluding part of Ireti's submission. Just quick.
Of the pavements, and I want to know who said the projects were fine and signed off. I sent for some of those roads. They just broke the road. There's nothing there. So one of the things I asked the committee for is that the DG of the Upper Niger Basin should show us or give us a list. He says construction of perimeter fence, external work and furnishing of healthcare centers across the area, 3 area councils of FCT. Which healthcare centers and which area councils? He's the only one who knows. And when he gave me the 100%, he just put across it 100% completed, and he didn't tell us where they are located. Renovation of public and community structures in FCT Senatorial District. Where are they located? How many public and community structures? I want to know. Those are the things I asked EFCC to investigate, show them to me, because I cannot say zonal intervention. All the zonal intervention projects I have done since I became a senator are all documented with photographs and documents, except for these ones. And my people cannot say that I did not do them, implying that I did something irregular when I don't know anything about those projects. Then rehabilitation of boreholes in the 6 area councils of FCT, Kwali, Gwagwalada. I need to know the specific locations of those boreholes and where they are located. I need visuals of them. Supply of fertilizers to farmers. I need the list of farmers, because the ones I did myself, I can show you the list of the farmers and where they're located, sir.
Thank you.
No, Chairman, you're not stopping me. I'm sorry. No way. Yes, you can set up the committee, but I will say my piece, especially since he did not turn up today. So I will say it, because the minister is his immediate boss and should know that this is ongoing. And there are a list of them, 14 projects, and I intend to get to the bottom of this, whatever it takes. So, Karimi, sorry, I have started and I will finish.
Thank you. Thank you.
Then he said, I don't know. Do I know him? I've never seen him before. I didn't even go into Lower Niger much, because Lower Niger, he needs to just tell me, where are they? What did he do? If their designs, show me the designs. Nobody. They cannot be my zonal intervention projects, and I have no documentation, no knowledge. It's not like that.
The Senator man.
Summarizing.
Okay. The Senator man.
Yes, I'm listening, sir.
I want to, on behalf of my staff and other staff that in one way or other have done wrong, or in one way or other have failed to supply the necessary information needed. I'm very sorry for them. And please, if you can avail me that letter so that I can follow up with them.
With great pleasure.
I'll report back to you. I will follow up with them. I will invite them to come, and they will give adequate explanation and details of all the information that you require. Then I will get back to you. Thank you.
We gave them a list of what we wanted.
Yes.
I want the list of awards. When they started, we've given it them to him. They haven't obviously provided it. We wanted them today, since he says they're 100% completed. Obviously, we expected that today he would give me that information. I do not have it. The contractors concerned and the location, I will set up a team. We will go from borehole to borehole, and you can show them to me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. You ready? She no go agree. The first thing first is that they have submitted a list already to her that all those projects have been done and they are 100% completed. And she's done her due diligence. They do not exist. That is why she is insisting that they have to show pictorial evidence. You have to show evidence of them. You have to tell us the location. Because here are the stores I have done, and I can show you the pictorial evidence of all of this. See, here. But you listed all these things here. This medical center here, road, paved road here, covered there. But all these things there, they don't exist. So maybe we are looking at, maybe we are looking at them wrongly. You are supposed to provide this information here today, but this person is not here. And they're like, oh, madam, we are very sorry if we have not provided you this information by now, okay? Give us the list of what you want. Are you mad? Are you mad or what? You gave her a list of completed projects from Wike'S Ministry of FCT, Abuja. And you mark them completed. Road from Guagualada, upper river basin, lower river basin. Completed. And she's like, no, none of these things exist anywhere. So how could you say they exist? Completed. Can you show us the evidence of where they... Well, last, you're not going to get anything, okay? They just wanted her to shut up. Madam, it's okay. We will get back to you. Okay, madam, please, madam. Senator, ma. And that is why Seyi Makinde, the Solo Makinde Ibadan, one of the G-string governors, the one of the with the Wike'S to G's that helped Tifnumbu to further polarize the people destroying people, PDP. Solo Makinde Ibadan says he wants to be president. He's qualified to. Yeah, his own tenure is going to end in 2027. And right now, he believes that he is telling people that APC, Egbekegbe, has failed. And the same Solo Makinde Ibadan was actually one of those who told Wike that Wike should not put fire in his own state. So, please, I am married to your daughter. Yeah, his wife is from Rivers State, okay? So, I am married to your daughter. So, please, don't put fire in my state or your state. Wike is a very great man. Wike, listen to this one. Oh. They said that one of the plans of the likes of Wike is that Tinubu may not be contesting again in 2027. Yeah, I know. That's pretty much a wishful thinking, okay? But you have no idea the mindset of these criminal politicians. If you kind of sit with some of them, you will realize how duplicitous. If you listen to some of them, you will realize how backward their thinking faculties are. It's really, really backward. Put it that way. But they are very confident. Very, very confident. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. So from their permutations, right? If Tinubu becomes more demented, or maybe becomes a vegetable, that they needed to keep the power in the south, with a Wike can possibly become a favorable candidate. So it needs the PDP and remain in PDP. Doesn't make any sense, how does it? Well, similarly, Soloma Kende Ibadan, one of the G-string governors, also have an ambition of contesting for president, but in PDP. But from my own putting 1 and 2 together, here is what I have come up with. Wike will continue to destroy PDP as long as he can. Soloma Kende Ibadan, who has no issue with PDP on his own, except that he is a mole of Tinubu in there, will declare that he wants to be president. And rightly so. He will begin to put together a team. But the primary goal is to keep the same PDP more powerless, divided, while they can then go back on or weaken it more for Tinubu if they make it to that 2027. Sure, you get. So they can now say, yeah, because the likes of Atiku, a serial contester, is still going to contest. Even if Atiku reach 99 years, it will still contest and say, So because of that, Soloma Kende Ibadan, Wike, and few others, they will just say, because of Atiku, it is better for them to kind of support the demented Kolu. And the mission will be, So Soloma Kende Ibadan was talking to people earlier today, and he was talking about the state of Nigeria, the economy. People are suffering. People are saying the whole places. The 2027 election is going to be between Nigerians and APC. It's not going to be about PDP. It's not going to be about Labour. It's going to be between the APC and Nigerians, which means everybody will become Nigerians and versus APC. He is a motivational speaker.
If you are accusing the ruling party that they are the ones putting their hands into all other parties to ensure that they don't get their hearts together so that there will be no opposition in 2027. Our own position is there are certain things that you have under your own control. Whether me and Governor Adeleke will cooperate for the growth and benefit of our party in the southwest states, it is beyond the ruling party. It is between me and Governor Adeleke. So please, let us all work together, unite our base. That is all that we need to do. The next election will be APC versus Nigerians. It is not even about APC versus PDP. So let us just do our own bit to unite our party, unite our base, and let the people of Nigeria, let them speak. They've done it in Oyo State. They've done it in Osun State. They will do it in Nigeria. If
you get that? Yeah? It is called projecting. Sorry, it's called projection. Then it's projecting. You know that APC is failing. This is not going to be about PDP or APC. No. All this talk about APC putting hand in other parties to make sure that they are destabilized. He knows he is one of those. You know, he's one of those hands put in other parties to destroy their party for Tifnumbu. They sit together in Abuja now. Every time he goes to Abuja, he will see with a Wike. And what do you think they talk about? They talk about, because this is politics. This is what these guys now kind of like a fit fat on. Just like Peter Obi said, two things that sells in Nigeria right now, the church as well as politics. Sorry to you, the Christians, it's what it is. The richest people in Nigeria right now, they are politicians and pastors. When politicians show you shege, you go look for miracles for church. I tell you, oh, there was this video, I've deleted it. I should have put it up. Where I saw the governor of Niger State, instead of shouting Allahu Akbar, is shouting, praise God, praise God, hallelujah, praise God. I say, 2027, if you make it that far, it go day interesting. Some Lonukus don't really make it that far, unfortunately. Maybe my majority is not be a fini, like, you say praise, not because of, like some of you, not be a finio, you know, if you make it that 2027, even if you make them, it could be like say you'll be brain dead. And person when they brain dead, you know if they are alive or not. Because some of you are already like walking corpses too, right? Unfortunately, you know, people who just exist for existence sake, they are not living. No thanks to Kolu. By the time Kolu is done with some of you, right? That's what we call it in Yoruba. So there's no point in saying God, trust me. So Solomon Kende Ibadan is he has learned the rope. He's a full-time politician now. They know how to use the trick and the deceit and all of that, you know. I hope you make it that far. Not him, you, the Ronukus. I hope you make it that far. You still have phone where you take come here to defend the discriminants, Abi. But it's a phone I joined before June. Some of you might have phone you know, you're just a kind of like, imagine whether you are alive or you are not alive, then it won't really matter, no? I have seen it happen. Some of those people where they shout change, change, change. Some of them, they have jackpot, they've left Nigeria. Those ones who were not lucky wanted to lose. Today, people think say they don't die. They don't die. Go and check some of your friends on Facebook. There are some of your friends on Facebook in 2014, 2015. They are very active everywhere. Today, you go think say they don't die. They don't die. What it happen one jẹun? Nigeria don't happen to majority of them. They say, Simu. I think say you don't die. You say, no, I don't die. You. I say they. I don't do Facebook again. Where you do? Instagram, I mean. No. I know they use social media again. Kazimu, you will be saying a champion. Where will they shout? February, everybody, February, 2015. You know they use social media. I know they use social media again. You just in the word of a call.
I don't read social media anymore. They abuse the hell out of me. If I read it, I get high blood pressure. I get angry. I don't read it. So, if I want to hear anything, my children or any of my workers will tell me, This one say this one. If I'm tired, I say, please forget it.
That is what some of them will now tell you. Say, God forgive me. Oh, I don't know where to kuni. Say, I make you will say you be champion for Bukwari 2016, 2017. Since I don't see you for Facebook, I thought you were like Beni. There are so many of them walking about today. What you do? Some of you who still have the data to come and defend them on MaiyegunsDiary Politico to Mama 2027. It's not cause. I'm telling you reality. It's not a pay. When they are done with you, you might develop a phobia. You will develop a phobia for social media. I say, I know they use social media anymore. I know they use social media anymore. You know? So I hope you make it that far, though. Because with the 5% on the mobile recharge card now, that one is coming to effect by, I think, by December or January latest. And then 20% VAT, that one will come to effect maybe by January as well. And then the new tax reform, you get. If you they go they measure how you breathe. Or when you waste the breath, why you breathe like that? Why you call they breathe like that? Some people go hold you for street. All these ones maybe say some people go just be like, we just a waste breath. Like, why are you breathing like that? You don't hear about the new tax called the breathing tax. Now tax, now gas. You dey waste oxygen like this. You oxygen wasting vessel. It is all coming. I'm a measure in me. I was like, you know they breathe anyhow. This one that you are just breathing like. Don't let them hear you say you they breathe like that. Oh, you go pay more. It's called breathing tax. By the time they will be done with you, I will be here. I will be here. It won't be funny. You are laughing now, Abi. Some things you say it's not possible, Baba. That one is not possible. They go kill you if they have to kill you. It's not a big deal. You will pay. It is called Kolu. You know, his name is Kolu. You have no idea. He's a tax master. You will pay. And I saw Tom crying. I was like, Auntie Tom, why would you treat the children like this? Auntie Chini on top of the children that got paraded yesterday. Say, this is unbelievable. Can anybody parade children? Auntie Tom, worry. This is just a beginning.
Good morning, fellow citizens of Nigeria. My name is Just Adito. So I woke up this morning to videos and pictures, tags of some young minors, young adults, uneducated young children, struggling, striving, hopeless, dehumanized, dementalized, dehumaned northern children that were locked up because of the protests. President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, your government promised renewed hope. You are called T-Pain. People have lost hope completely in this country called the Giant of Africa. And in the midst of the pain that fathers and mothers are going through just to keep their children alive until it gets better, right in their faces, right in our faces, in the face of hardship, in the face of struggling, and in the face of pain. Your government has locked up minors to the point that they have been starved. They have been destroyed completely. And you and I know that these are children that have never for once benefited the fruit of democracy. These are children whom their lives, their future, their beginning have been prostituted, traded by you political cohorts, your greedy actions. Children who have not tasted. Why didn't you lock up we adults? We that have tasted the good and the bad of life. These are children that came out because they had no other options. I've always said it. The children the government fails to protect, defend, provide for, will raise guns at us one day. That day came. And rather than the government to plead and understand from another angle that there was no option, these children were pushed to anger and frustration. You destroy their spirits. The government has destroyed their lives and their hope. You have confirmed to them that you have renewed the suffering of the common man. Those children are children of the common man. The children of the rich will not come out, but they are hungry. These are children that were pushed to frustration. These are children who are supposed to be in school. T-Pain. Where is the spirit of fatherhood in you? These are children that they had no option. It's not easy for us to see the face of death, and all we want to do is to go and face death. Coming out of protest, there's no assurance that anybody will go home. But we go to the face of death because even the home is no longer home. The streets no longer streets. The country is no longer country. There is chaos, hunger, suffering. Where are they supposed to see 10 million from? Where? They came out for hunger and they have been punished now. And they have seen real hunger. And you've taken their lives as citizens away from them. Broad daylight. If their parents had 10 million, would they have pushed them to go and fight? Their parents are weak. They've lost hope. Our parents keep telling us every day, just as they told you people to fight for your rights. Take what belongs to you. Make Nigeria great for your younger ones. And that is what we have done every day. And right in the face of we mothers, you put oppression in the face of our children. Oluremutinumbu, where are you? Where are all of you? Now you're going to say the president does not know anything. Now I'm telling you to tell the president. Now I'm calling you to call the president that the minor citizens of the country, where he is the president, are suffering. A judge has told them to pay 10 million and they don't have it. Why don't you kuku sentence them? Why don't you send them to internal displaced camp? Because nobody's going to claim them. If their parents had 10 million, they will not be where they are. You people should stop this oppression. Stop this oppression. You all caused what is going on in this country. As you are part of the problem. You have always been part of the problem. You brought Buhari. You took us 16 years back. We should be moving forward. But now you have confirmed You say you will continue where Buhari stopped. You have turned the problem, the pain, the hunger to Shege Pro Max. Is it easy for these children to call you T-Pain? Monitor when you're batty te kuida. I better kutok papa ni.
I'm highly disappointed of Nigerian government because the Nigerian government were highly disappointed in them due to foreseen circumstances. Definitely, I'm one of those people are proving people should die in coronavirus is more better than people should die in hungers. Hunger kills more than coronavirus because some people are less privileged. Due to foreseen circumstances that I said it, some people are less privileged, which they are based on daily pay, which are not even based on salaries. But our government thinks that the knockdown is the best solution to coronavirus and proving it to an extent and to the levels of alacrity that if someone die in coronavirus, it's more efficient to die in hunger because some people will be at indoor.
Thank you, Jerry, Professor. Our own professor. They say, where is Kolu? Kolu is like that. You said? T-Pain. And then Bokwari. Oh, Bokwari values his cow more than your lives. Now, I know the value in a life. We can't expect that these criminals, they have something for you. Or sometimes they will say, oh, we need to tell them, we need to inform them. Oluremi, please inform your husband. Sure, I'll leave that as it is. Okay. I hope you have heard that the advice given to Tinubu by the National Economic Council that Tinubu should withdraw that tax bill reform and consult more because the northern governor says no to any tax review, any tax this or that. Tinubu don't tell them, says who? Huh? Withdraw what? What do you mean? Withdraw what? Withdraw my tax bill. Waiting I can't do. Why am I here? To come and listen to some governors that I should not tax people. Go and tell the governors that if they have anything to say about it, they should go and wait for the public hearing on it. There will be no public hearing to start with. So Tinubu don't call the bluff. He has called the bluff of the guys who are opposed to this bill. I just thought I should remind you. Oh, are you aware already? Withdraw, Kilonja withdrawer. Take that back, take that further. Withdraw what? 2025, Kolomo, Kilo, Omo, Onyaru, like, everybody want the parents, make them want their children. 2025, if you are not strong enough, you better don't try to do crossover. Somebody said that if they tell you say Nigeria go happen to you, better get your yakpara. So to make it to log 2025 too strong. My regret here. I have to say that in Yoruba before I get censored. Somebody will actually help me interpret that in the comments, okay? Sorry that. Don't go and try and say, then they go 2025. Yourself, you praise me, you crossover 2025. Baba, go be like say, 2024. Everything finished for this 2024. Make it to 2025. Where T-Pain is. To the strong. Color show any you get? That's what they have in stock for you. Even when you see, even when people see you by December 2025, they go ask you, say, what happened? I don't know where to start from. This country has shown me shege. So the grace of God that I make it this far. Say, what happened? What happened? Go. If I start talking, I will start crying. They say, December 2025. What happened to you? You that was full of life. You are very optimistic. In 2024, we are all looking forward to 2025. But Baba, what happened to you? It's a long story, my brother. See, pain happened. Ask those who struggle to enter 2024. You go see them and say, boy, what happened to you? It's a long story. It's a long story. People will die for 2023. They don't know what God do for them. I have heard that kind of a dark joke or dark humor in few places. They say, people will die for 2023. They don't know what God do them. Maybe heartbreaking, it may be tough, it may be hard to kind of, but some people would try and say that they pray for 2025 now, but they don't have an idea. What if Numbu and his gang have in stock for you for 2025? So if you are not strong enough, who's strong, Gitigon, Biokuta Gibraltar. I'm having a meeting December 2025. Chaise. People go to ask you, say, Kilo Shele, tell me. Say, brother, I don't know where to start from. It's a long story. This country nearly killed me. Now God know. Now God save me. Say, if the country could kill you, she could be better. I do not wish that for any of you on the MaiyegunsDiary Politico, but wishes don't pay bills. You know what I mean? In an economy that is so intentionally rigged against you. Sure, you understand? So my wishes for you is not going to be enough. I'm just trying to make you kind of get yourself mentally prepared. 2025, my talk come. But I know say some of you will be like, it will not be tough for me in Jesus' name. Amen. If that works for you. Because you're going to need them. You're going to need them. Because if anybody say, make you give testimony by December 2025, with what a Kolu and his gang have in stock for you, you self go say, man, where should I start from? Say, start from anywhere. Say, this country nearly killed me. This country nearly killed me. I have seen people with their testimonies though. And I hope yours, I pray yours is going to be that of a thanksgiving. Smile. Thanksgiving. You shall thank God. You shall be filled with thanksgiving. All of that. Amen. So I saw Devulu. Remember they asked him to account for what he did with the 300 billion naira supplementary budget they gave to him last year. And he said something about they used part of the money to fix some bridges, to fix some roads, to fix this, to fix that. So I saw him in a boat today. And they said he's inspecting Third Mainland Bridge under. Let me show you. was the underbridge, Third Mainland Bridge in Lagos. So they are doing some, some maintenance work. Devulu Maiye wants to show us what he used the money for. He's not been asked what he used the 2024 budget for yet, but that particular one, he needed to show working. And yeah, let's fix it before any disaster happens. Finally, don't know any of you that poked the bear and made Isaac Faoleshe or Isaac Fayoshe, the Peter Ayo Faoleshe brother. Yeah, he's in London, and the guy was like, "Yeah, I shared names. I shared name with my brother, but we are not that close. We are not friends. This guy has made our mom cry." That is his brother, the former governor of Ekiti. So I think someone now saying that he is what he is because of his brother. Okay, that when his brother was governor of Ekiti State, they looted the state together, and he said, "Okay, can you please? This may be a free money for you, because if I get approved now, I go drop and collect money." He's here in the UK now. So, he talks about his estate in Abuja. He said he's a very successful guy. Unfortunately, there is no way you're going to look at the Fayoshes and you'll be like, no, they didn't become rich because their brother was once governor of Ekiti State. And he said, no, I wasn't like, no. But your family was never rich. I remember when Fayoshe was using, but they were not poor either, because the story of Fayoshe was that he was giving free water to people of Ekiti State. And that was why the Ekiti people voted for him to be governor of Ekiti State. So, and then he robbed them, stole over 6.8 billion naira from them. That he is still in court right now with the EFCC. But his brother Isaac was like, no, I wasn't part of that. I was never part of that. I've had my life all along. I've had my successes all along. But if any of you can prove that I collected any contracts when my brother was governor, I will give you 50 million naira. Yep. So if any of you have the evidence, you can send it to me, because if me, I have the evidence, I will post it and I will chase it or collect the 50 million on your behalf. We can share it. 50-50, 25 million. In his own word, let's put it on record.
Many of you come and say I'm spending Ekiti money. My brother did not give me any single job as a governor. I repeat, and I'm saying it boldly, if any of you can find where I get one single contract from my brother, I will give you 50 million. All of you, even my success in life, you attach it to Ekiti, to my brother. It is a fat lie. We never, ever, I personally didn't take any single contract from my brother. Any single, you should come out and say it boldly. You should say it, you should come out. Anywhere they see me or see my name or my company take contract from Ekiti. I'm not a contractor. I'm a trader. I'm a businessman. I've always believed in me working. But anywhere I go, they said he's spending Ekiti money. He's spending Ekiti money. We cover it because it doesn't matter. But right now, that they are now trying to say, no, you cannot talk. You should shut up. You should do this. No, I will talk. I will stand for Ekiti people as long as I am alive. Ekiti must come out of this low life. How can you be taking a jumbo allocation and the state is in a mess? I will not leave my people to suffer. If this is the last fight I'm going to fight, I will stand with the people. That is the fact. Many of you come.
I seek. And I support you until I have that evidence too. Listen, if you have it, don't go and post it on social media where another person go carry ammo. Come and give it to Maiyegun. Let's have a deal. I will chase it down for you. 50 million naira is not chicken change. So if you have any evidence that he's not saying the truth, I mean, let's make something out of that. Anyway, Sunday Diary that Tinubu just hired to help launder his image and possibly keep pushing the narrative that Tifnumbu, we know they sleep, it means well. Then he stumbled on another agenda today, when people said that majority of those appointees of Tifnumbu are Yorubas. So he put out a rejoinder or a disclaimer. Now saying he can't shoot himself for leg. So according to him, the Northwest people are the highest number in Tifnumbu's government, which is. And then the next is Southwest, the Yorubas. The least people appointed by Tifnumbu are the Yorubas, 1. As well as the South, so people can enter around. I'll show you the list. Director General of NIA. Commandant General of NSCDC. Comptroller General of Federal Fire Service. Comptroller General of Nigeria Immigration. Now you can look on, come on, read them. I don't have to read everything. Or you can just go and check the list down there. 854311. People were like, right. The Igbos and the South. How does this represent equal representation, federal character in Nigeria? How? So it backfired. Okay. And they are now saying that Shebi Bukwari did worse. No, Bukwari didn't do worse. Bukwari laid the precedent for this. In Nigeria, when your man is there, it is your turn. 80% of Tifnumbu's appointees are Yorubas. That doesn't make them representing the Yorubas. They are representing themselves. They don't represent me. They don't represent any Yoruba there. It's just themselves. It's their turn. So when they go back to, when they get the power in the north again, you have them everywhere too. Because it is their turn too. Nigeria is a turn by turn Nigeria limited. So that's where we're going to draw the curtains this evening. I am going to take calls, but you see that segment of phone call, as a reminder, is sponsored by Ya Rasulallah Digital, a supposed digital advertising company that trains you if you are looking to possibly start something as your own side hustle, where you have a life that currently is not really giving you a promising sort of a retirement or a promising a financial breakthrough, so to say. And like I said last night, and thanks to those of you who checked it out, okay? If you are looking for a business opportunity where you can try something that gives you enough time for yourself, I'm talking about if you are, I don't think it should be called a side hustle, because this is something that could actually give you a six-figure, return. And it is not an investment of MMM, like get rich quick. No, it's not MMM. Okay? So this one has to do with if you are interested in being trained, okay, on how to kind of maximize the opportunity of digital marketing. There are those who are doing it. It's not my, it's not my area, so to say. So I'll come back and tell you more once we return after this break. Yeah. So to those of you who checked it out yesterday, I got a report that I was even a subscriber. Remember what I told you? You need to have, primarily you need to have at least $149 to subscribe. And if you try it after a week or two and you feel like, no, I don't think this is for me, you will get every of your money back. Every penny will be refunded back to you. Just make sure that you do not ask for a refund after a month, because after a month, you can't get your money back. Okay, but it won't take you that long before you know if this is for you or if it's not for you. And I won't have you participate in something that is shady. It is legit, or you just have to kind of have enough time to invest in it. I'm talking about in yourself. This is not you giving somebody money to go and make money for you. You have to do it yourself, and you will be trained on how to do that. I will be back in a minute. And that is me back. So quickly, like I said, the next half an hour of this segment is indeed sponsored by the Yarosulula Digital. Put it that way. I'll leave it on the screen for anyone who wants to check them out. Okay. To start with, right? You see this barcode, right? If you put your phone in front of it, right, you can scan the link to the website of this sponsor, and then you can read more. So let's say, like if you are a parent struggling to care for your children because you need to work, like those who really work a lot, 2-3 shifts or 2-3 jobs to just pay bills in this day and time where a lot of us actually work so much, but there is little. To those who are probably not having this job security enough that every day you worry about being like, it could be your last day at work. There are those who actually really face that kind of a dilemma every day. Or maybe you are a retiree, someone who is, who is a retiree as we speak, and, life seems to be a little bit boring. Well, thanks to MaiyegunsDiary Politico, you can come here and unwind. But if you want to learn any new, any new skill, in this day and time where everything is going digital, okay? If you're looking to make an extra money, legit, this is not like an MMM, like I said, all right? Or you are looking for a business opportunity to try something new again, where you can indeed be trained on what you could do with your time, and not just that, okay? With your money. Now, this could be an opportunity for you. On MaiyegunsDiary Politico, Yarosulula Digital, so to say, they are there to give you that shot at it. That shot just simply means if you have $149, which will register you or sign you up, now you get an opportunity to open a portal to everything you need to learn about this. I may not be able to tell you everything as as is required. You have to find out yourself. And as it is, it's called a digital marketing stuff. Okay, you will be trained. You will meet other people who are like experts in this field. All right, and you are not too old or too young to learn a new skill of making money legitimately. And if you feel like no, this is not for me, you will get every penny of yours back. Like I said, I got a report yesterday that some of you actually really checked it out. Yeah, that's interesting. I like that. And I know that some of you will do this based on trust. I trust Maiyegun. And because I know that you won't lose a penny, that is why I allowed it on my platform. I checked it out myself. Yeah, I got signed up. I signed up and just to kind of understand it, okay? But because I have so much that I'm currently doing, it will take me away from you. All right, not because I don't want to make money, or maybe I'm still going to probably sign up myself. But just check it out. If you think it's not for you, right, you can always get your money back. Now, the bottom line is that when I say business opportunity, I'm talking about you possibly investing your own money. And like I said, it's not you giving people your money, right? It is digital marketing, so to say, all right? And maybe you come back and thank me. Or the other way, you just come back and say, Maiyegun, that's not for me. Show me something else. I think this one might be for you. As I have checked, you do not even have to be this so much educated, this and that, before you can try it out. You will be trained from the scratch, right? You will have your own digital presence, which is your own personal website, which your own customers will probably come to and pick things up as well. It's quite interesting. Last time I checked it. Give it a shot. So if you are interested, all you have to do to read further is what? Try this barcode on your screen with your phone right now. And then read on. Contact, this business. Contact them and ask questions. And if you think it's a good thing you want to try out, right? Good luck. So again, they are the sponsor for this segment, and we can take our course now. Yeah? Don't worry, I'll get better. I have never really done much adverts, okay? But we need, I've told you, I take adverts now. I will make sure that it never interferes with what we do, the presentations and every other thing, okay? But the moment we get to the call segments, I can always introduce any kind of business opportunity to you, if it's business opportunity, or even sell you what I think you might be interested in checking, not just, just the services or, Anyway. Thanks so much. I have a caller, my first caller this evening. Hello there.
Hello, good evening, Maiyegun.
Oh, good evening to you, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. It's been a while.
I know.
You're looking better. I'm always checking your eye to see if it's okay. I can see
now, I've got this smile I have mastered. And some people don't like it. They believe that I should be frowning. Things are serious. Maiyegun, stop smiling. It's like, no, I won't. I have to. Have to smile.
Whether you smile, whether you get upset, what will happen. Like I said, keep chopping at the tree. Keep chopping the tree.
I will.
Keep chopping the tree. The tree is beginning to manifest itself. If you remember what I said a couple of weeks ago, I said,
yes.
You used to say something. Let me use your own word. You say the people that brought us to where we are today will not be part of the people to change.
They will not.
To take us to where we're going.
No.
However, I add one to it. I said, the people that brought us to here will be part of the people that will destroy the system so that we can get to where we need to get to.
Amen to that. Amen.
Because we that are outside trying to get a better Nigeria do not know how bad it is, because the people inside know how bad they've made it look like. A typical example is what is happening what happened last week. The Nigerian state decided to send people that are less than 10 years old to prison and stay for 2 months or 3 months. And I keep telling you, if you remember when they have that protest, I said the protest has to be spontaneous across the country at the same time. Unfortunately, it didn't do that way because it wasn't planned. It was just trying to get people to come outside. Now, the problem we always have as a country or as a black race is whenever somebody in my Igbo friends used to say, "Onyahala one year," meaning that you don't leave your brothers behind. But the Nigerian state and Nigerian people have continuously left their brothers behind. What I'm leaving their brothers behind, people had answers. During answers, some people were arrested. Up to today, some people don't even know how many people were arrested. That creates doubt in the thank you. That creates doubt in the next set of people that are going to come outside. During Abiola time, when Abiola won that election, people are arrested. Up to today, nobody know what happened to them afterwards. Before that, Abacha must go protest. Some people were arrested. You know, we have to get to a point where when somebody gets arrested or somebody gets taken by the state gets shut down until that person is released. Until the state realizes that you have power to stop all economic activity and you value yourself more than any economic activity, the state will continue to punish you. The fear of the average Nigerian is, oh, if I protest now, what my Peking go chop? What in your Peking go chop? Today, like you, Maiyegun will tell you something, say, yesterday's victims were day before yesterday's survivors. Today's victim were yesterday's survivors. So that thing you're trying to chop today, and for you, you chop for your Peking will chop tomorrow. You're enabling the state to continue to do what it's doing without knowing. And until people start understanding that part of education, that you have to get to your point and say, listen, I know they're hungry, they catch me, but guy, if not this your food, you could give me because it insult me, keep your food. I'd rather sit down for my house, die of hunger. That person that hold that food begin to realize, wait, oh, you have more than just food as your need. And to come to add to that, what they did to those children have created, the northern elite now have no room to make noise. Why they have no room to make noise is because Tinubu have shown them that, listen, I can do whatever I want. I went to Kano, I went to Kaduna, and I pick up these boys and I put them in jail for 2-3 months. You guys have not said anything. So next time is going to be what? The next level of people. These are the poor people. They're going to go to middle class next. They're going to go to the political elite and until they take over everybody. But on the issue of giving power, I will keep saying it. They are trying to create a system where it's an oligarch system. Mr. Wike is delivering on the judicial side. He's delivering on the money from River State, which are going to use for their next election. Akpabio is holding on to the other south part of Nigeria. Tinubu controls southwest. They're trying to get Uzodinma to control southeast. It's going to get to a point where Tinubu will have all his men across. And by taking these children, he's just poking the knot to see who is going to complain. If you notice, since they broadcasted those children like yesterday or 2 days ago, no northern politician, apart from Atiku, has come outside to make a noise. The rest are just going under the radar. Because once you talk now, they'll say, oh, you're part of the person sponsoring them, and they're going to pick you up. That's the next stage he wants to get to. He wants to get to a point where he will take on the northern elite and remove all of them one by one. Because they are the stumbling block to his 2027 election. You will start noticing that now he'll be poking them by appointment or by everything. And Nuhu Rubadu is the person he's going to hand over to, based on my own calculation. He's not handing over to any other person. He's handing over to Nuhu Rubadu after 2031 or whatever time he's going to leave. He's going to find Nuhu Rubadu as his anointed. By then, yeah, he's just keeping him quiet. He's showing him how the defense work, how to control the army and all the military parastatals. The next stage is to get him to come. They will reshuffle him. He will never leave that government until he gets to the point where he will now say, okay, you know what, you're ready to take over, but you're now working under our group now. You may be the face of the northerner, but once you deliver, you come outside. That is just my take on it.
We shall see. Again,
yeah.
When you say things like this, they're like a words of marble, right? That there is always going to be a time you will come back and be like, did you remember when I said this, so and so? And yeah, that time is upon us. Thank you for always.
You're welcome.
You have a good answer. Okay. Cheers, man. So again, if you are still watching this and you haven't really liked the broadcast, please do now, because our time is so not that much. I think we only, oh, hang on, we still have like about 45 minutes or so, but it goes faster than you can imagine. I've seen that happen many times where people will be like, I will still call. Then last minute, everyone wants to call in, but there is no time to take your call. So you better do it now. And same thing goes for everyone who is yet to pay your own offering. Your offering is like the broadcast and share it. And remember also, a quick reminder, this is our backup channel. So it's now almost 1,300 on that channel. Okay. In fact, I'm going to go add it to this broadcast. So you can still take your time and go on to the MaiyegunsDiary Premium. Okay. Join us right there. Hang on. I'm going to remove some few information here. Oh, no. I'll leave it that way. So it doesn't remove every other info from it. Okay. So now I've added our backup channel. Remember, if you go on and give it a follow, because I am not really out of the wood yet too. There are two strikes on MaiyegunsDiary Politico as we speak. And I believe that they should be off before the end of this coming week. But if another one should be added before Monday, this MaiyegunsDiary Politico may be taken off here at better temporarily. Hopefully not permanently. But we need that backup channel to actually be up and running. And that will be up to you. So we are not out of the wood yet. So yeah, I've been in touch with the people that reported some of these old videos. I'm talking about the videos from 2021 and 2022. It's like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. So remember, follow the backup channel as you are watching this. It won't take you more than a sec. Just put it in there. What is it called? Type it into YouTube and search for it, MaiyegunsDiary Premium. Okay, and just subscribe, and then you can come back. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Maiyegun. Good evening.
Yeah,
this hold up.
Hold up.
Yes. Yeah. Fine. I've been trying to reach you since yesterday. I was like so into it, like ringing, but unfortunately I couldn't.
You can
well,
you're one of the lucky ones, because I mean, you
yeah,
been through to Maiyegun in the afternoon or in the evening like this, no matter how busy. So you are one of the lucky ones. So once in a while, if you missed out, don't worry. You always can cover up for it again.
Yeah. I've been listening to everything that you've been saying. You said about yesterday. You showed Tinubu's video when he was far younger, and then you were kind of wondering what happened to him and so on. Yeah. Don't you know that in Nigeria, especially where I come from, I've seen a lot of things where fetish people. Tinubu personally, do you know amount of sacrifices, human blood here and there, things that in the secrecy that they've done for him, that he has eaten and all, and that's all his opponents or all his people who dare to confront him or to work against him, they should fight among themselves, and then they should eventually scatter.
Do you believe that actually aged them, apart from the abuse of substance? What they actually really, some people believe that it's abuse of substance that kind of aged them more than all of that one. Human blood and
you don't know the lengths this you can go.
I'm just kind of curious, do you really think that could be it? Because he aged so fast that I'm like,
you have to of course I mean, there's everything has its own side effects now. So you will give something to receive something. You see, Satan will never give you something for free. Never. You will have to pay something somewhere, somehow. So about this man, all these people that they are kind of saying that they are governing Nigeria, they are not governing Nigeria, because I don't think in some areas in Nigeria, like you've always said, that the vast space in Nigeria is not governed by anything. So it is only people themselves that they've been, providing for themselves, doing borehole, creating their own electricity and on and on. So these people are only governing themselves, and they are ready to do whatever, any means necessary to protect that until that 8 years is over. Now, they believe that it is their turn, and either you want it or not, that after this 4 years election, it's already, like you said, it's already been written.
It's been set up.
You see, an INEC, INEC officials that is supposed normally in a true democratic world, or where there's fairness and justice, people like this shouldn't even spend up to 2 years term. This INEC and all the, they should always be changed. They change them all the time, because so that they don't stay long in such a way that nobody will be able to buy them, or
going to stay long or not. A system where politicians have no power to select or appoint electoral officers is probably going to be a fair system. No politician, no, whether president or governor, anybody should never have the power. Here you get now to select electoral officers.
So so it is like everybody knows that everybody has a skeleton inside their cupboard. Tinubu has skeleton inside their cupboard. Akpabio has his own skeleton. So everybody has said, if you talk, I will show your own skeleton inside your cupboard. Even people will be saying to Tinubu, if you dare that, no, don't give us the money that we are entitled to. That is because that is what is holding. That is what is holding that place. That place for now. Their gang, all this thing is because he is paying the people who are supposed to pay. He will steal for the ordinary people, tax them, make things very expensive, take his social and give it to them. Like that's what this guy knows how to do best. So there's like nothing good.
Chop Nigeria Limited, so to say.
Yeah, so like all these ordinary people, Nigerians are just the commodities, are the people that they're using. So the people that some people are crying, they're crying that it's a shame that are they truly are they concerned about those kids? Because if something happened, look, Nigerians, we all know Nigerians. Nigerians, they can be very cruel, so badly that like that guy is he senator? He called himself a senator. Ideally, a normal person.
The one that said he could make some
no, that's yes. So like, why would you be saying that? Because at least you are in a space where you are, at least somehow you are okay. Why would you be so aggressive? What is your problem? Is there anything underlying issue or something that is God knows what? So people are so aggressive, especially now in Nigeria. They are aggressive.
It's a place where you can do anything and get away with it. Here you get.
Yeah.
That everybody see. It's about you've seen people that will come to this country too, right? But because they know that if they become very aggressive, even where it seems like you are in the right, you can't be aggressive towards anybody. If you dare become aggressive towards anyone, you will be arrested, and that could be a jail time. And in this country, if you ended up going to jail, it will ruin a lot of things for you. It's not like in Nigeria where you can get away with it. So I think that's what kind of drives me.
Yes, because if you have tested bad behavior and you know that it has its own immediate consequences, or maybe you've realized that you can gain from it, either by dodgy way. Of course, you will never refrain from that crookedness, and that is exactly what is happening in Nigeria. There's no way they can change. they can't change. So what is, because that is why Tinubu, sometimes if I think, sometimes I think so deep that why did this guy behave like this? Because he knows Nigeria himself. He knows that these people, you can only treat their fuck up so badly because he is already fucked up, and then he will milk it with the lie because he knows that they won't do anything because they are so impoverished. They don't know that they have rights. That thinking is gone completely. They don't know that they are human. They just know that maybe they're just a object or subject to some people that they can't do anything else. That they just have to be submissive. So bad, but it's okay. I just need to make myself, console myself somehow, so I can feel better.
Well,
that's what is happening.
It's called ranting it out, letting it out of your chest and all that. But you know something? I don't want to believe that it is poverty most of the time. What I believe is that people see themselves as replica of their leaders. Do you understand? It simply means that some people, right, they sometimes will do worse than some of the leaders that we condemn if they have the same opportunity. Sure, you get now. So and that is why we normalize abnormalities. Everything is actually not about poverty. But hold up, you've done well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let me take another one, sir. That's hold up, ladies and gentlemen. You see, not be everything in poverty. Some people, they okay, educated. But you know something? Some of them, there are some people in Nigeria, right? They want to be like those politicians. The only thing that is left for them, nobody they don't get education. Some of them are even living abroad. The only thing they don't have is the opportunity to actually be like those politicians. Give them that power, give them that influence, give them that leverage, and you will see the monster in them. So that is why I don't usually get carried away when Nigerians are condemning bad behavior. Because you know something? When you see Nigerians condemning bad behavior publicly, I don't usually get carried away. Here you get, because when you begin to scrutinize everyone, you will see that some of these people, they wouldn't mind actually being like all these guys. The only thing lacking is that they've not had the opportunity. And therefore, like we said, not everybody hates corruption. Not everybody hates oppression. What people don't like is if they are not the ones benefiting from the corruption or doing the oppression. Give them little influence. Give them, even the social media. You go see some people that will be like, do you know who you are talking to? You know? I have 100,000 followers. I can deal with you, kind of. There are people who say now, just followers then get for social media. Baba, they believe they have arrived. Do you know who you are talking to? They are influencers. They are called influencers. That's kind of the mentality. That is why you will always see Nigerians that will justify bad behavior by giving excuses for bad behavior. How could you do that? But let us be honest. Maybe not that guy provoke him. Maybe it is that guy that don't let us talk. If it was me, even if it was me, I would do more than that. Say, really? You would do more than that? Say, yes. Oh, thank God it's not you. So that means if it was you, you would do more than that. Yes, I'll do more than that. Some people are just like that. They can always be. That's to tell you, it's not always everybody that condemns their bad behavior that doesn't like it. Charm.
Hello, Maiyegun. Good evening.
Good evening to you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well. Trying to be. Thank you so much, though.
I tried to call you. I tried to call that during the brunch time. During brunch time, but I didn't get through because I wanted to really speak on this 2027 that everybody seems to be talking about. You know, a lot of people call in and they say, oh, or you read it, or like when you go on the internet or whatever, and they're talking about, oh yeah, 2027, and I'm like, are we for real? 2027? People think something is going to happen. Hey, Lord have mercy.
That's how we are going to be dragging it until you begin to see people that will be telling you to go and get your PVC. Go and get your PVC. We need to save this country. I'll be like, okay, go on.
You need to save the country and you're waiting to 2027. By 2027, you know what? If we don't get rid of this madman that is there, right? He will perfect the art of rigging. You see that thing that they did in Edo State. By the time they do it in 2027, even you that voted for whatever opposition party you think you're voting for, you'll be confused. But I'm sure that I voted for whoever. But you're seeing APC there.
People were in Edo State, right? People were declaring results, they calculated results, right? They said PDP 14,500, APC 7,300, Labour Party 3. By the time Inec released results, it was the other way. I was like, this is not the result of my polling unit. Oh, who cares?
See, so it makes me. I mean, during the brunch time, and you were talking, and people were calling, and I think I heard other people talking about 2027. I was like, 2027. We don't even have tomorrow if you don't get rid of this man. That pastor that was saying that the kind of shege for want of a better word, for lack of a better word, that is waiting for Nigerians. If they keep this
sick,
man,
the economy will be sick.
Nigerians will be sick. The economy will be sick. And are we not even living in that prophetic word that
yes, sir.
That Nigeria is sick economically, and then the people themselves, they are sick. When you see people, bending down near the gutter to pick up what they call it, pepper and tomato that fell on the floor. Hey, Lord. That means that we're not going to sit again in the world.
They are packing, a sort of a fallen, they are packing spaghetti from a fallen truck that just got burnt. Everything with the ashes and all of that, packing the spaghetti like that because they'll go home and wash it and wash the ashes of it.
And people are still waiting for 2027. If they make it that far. While I was waiting and trying to get through to you, I said, do you know that we don't even know? We don't even have tomorrow. We only have today. This today that me and you are here. This is the only day we have. Because tomorrow is not promised to anyone, right? There's no guarantee that you will sleep and you will wake up. Do you understand? But what we have is today, and people are talking about 2027. Nigerians, wake up. You don't have 2027. You only have today that you are living and breathe, that you are still sure that you are alive. Right? It's only today that you have. Then my last comment really is about this, this senator that has been in Abuja, the Abuja, whatever, since 1999, you said.
And now?
1999.
24 years.
24 years, Maiyegun.
It's like it's a traditional. They don't fight. They don't even kind of like contest it with him. Aduda, when they announced that he lost, he didn't believe it. How is that even possible?
Maiyegun, doesn't it boggle the mind? Somebody who has been 24 years, right? And I'm 100% sure that he's not incorruptible, so he must have stolen as much as he can steal. And then you are still there doing boy for Wike'S.
Because he promised to return him next year election.
Next year to come and do what exactly?
To continue enjoying his inheritance. Ireti is a usurper to them. Ireti is an outsider. How did she even do it? How could she? Who announced the results? How did that happen? We will correct it. It won't happen again. Don't worry. But for now, just kind of be
And you know what? You see that Aduda, right? He's emblematic of the problem that the North has. People who sit down there, eat all the money in the world, and they have nothing to show for it in terms of, infrastructure growth, nothing, no progress. That is a emblematic. That is, if you want to say, if not of the person, right? Aduda is a perfect example of how the North is. People who eat, like vampires. They're just sucking the blood, but Nothing to show for it. No infrastructure, no progress, no education. You are practically the center of poverty for the whole world. That is the problem that the North have, and yet they will not face it. In fact, that Adidas one took me out. I said 24 years. 24 years you've been somewhere, and now you are the what? PA. So that you can.
It follows him everywhere now. Like, you know, Wike promised
Nigeria doesn't make any kind of sense.
Don't worry. You are just on a break. You are just on break. You'll be back to continue representing Abuja people, whether they like it or not.
And you know what, Maiyegun?
Yep.
You know Wike is going to do it for him. If we don't get rid of that madman, if death doesn't take Wike away and Nigerians don't remove him, he's going to come back there.
We shall see.
For 2027,
he said he's now the sheriff of Abuja. This is my town now. This is my city. We are going to make sure that we correct this mistake next time.
No, Nigerians are I don't know what to say about the country. We saw the children that were being assaulted. As far as I'm concerned, Nigeria is assaulting those children, right? And no uproar, no nothing. We're all going to put on our clothes and we're going to go to church tomorrow.
Yes.
And they will ask for tithes, we'll pay tithes, and life goes on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, this was my.
It's you and me. See, it's myself and yourself that are worried. We worry too much. From tomorrow, everybody will go and thank God that all these things that happened this past week, God spared them. They are still alive. So you should do it again the coming week.
I think people should be worried, because if that prophet or that pastor that said that the economy will be sick and Nigerians will be sick, maybe the sickness that is waiting for Nigerians is something that we've never seen before. Maybe that is the one. Maybe that's the one that will wake people up and know that you don't have tomorrow, you have today. If you don't get to go today, that tomorrow is not guaranteed.
Thank you so
much. Please let me let other people come in.
That's grand, okay? Enjoy your evening as well, okay? Thank you so much, everyone. So I'm going to share my Buy Me a Coffee link. Somebody just asked that I should share that, okay? And indeed, if you check your screen, again, I'm going to use a barcode. The reason why I use the barcode is that a lot of people have told me they have problems actually accessing the link. So I think the African one I always do that is such a great guy, by the way. Now, if you want to support MaiyegunsDiary Politico channel, right, you can buy me a coffee. You can kind of support me via the PayPal. And there is a donor box on my YouTube channel as well that you can tap into and then support me. But this one kind of works faster. If you put the camera of your phone on the front, in front of your TV right now, you'll be able to scan this barcode. And yes, you can buy me a coffee, a cup of coffee. Here is MOG.
Hello, my good evening.
Back again this evening. How are you, sir?
Yeah, good evening. Tonight, I just wanted to watch, but the first call I know pushed me a little bit. I like him. I like when he talks. He always gives us. It's like a forecaster about Nigeria.
He's a special viewer. Somebody who believes that slow things may look like it's not making too much impact, but he believes that we are actually cutting down. We are chopping down a very massive tree, and every now and then that this information goes out there, little by little, we are chopping it, and one day it is going to fall. He believes.
Yeah, but tonight, it's something he said. I disagree with him on it. So that's because all his permutation is going. Because I remember, I think last year or early this year, he said something about Nigerians are good. They'll start using dollars, and that thing it happened. He started working. I began to doubt him. I was thinking that this guy is this lawyer from London that is talkative now for Tinubu, because they have the same voice, the same sound of voice. This what's the name of that lawyer? He was a spokesman of Atiku before, and now he went back to Tinubu.
I call him Bulaba, Daniel Buala.
Bulaba, yeah. He has the same voice. So anytime this guy calls, I try to 100%. Anytime this guy calls in, I try to listen to his voice. I've tried to listen to what he's saying. But today he said something about Tinubu preparing what do you call this guy from the north. What he said about Tinubu, what he said about the northerners, this because Tinubu just flight a kite now with these children. He wanted to know, because you see, 2 weeks that time he removed. There's nothing like acting COS. There's nothing like that. So Tinubu now
did it. Their law. In fact, the military said it. They never had anything called acting chief of army.
Yes, but
COS.
But Tinubu, if you go deep investigation, all the many army generals now, they have oil blocks because they are not army. They are not. There's no army again in Nigeria. So now Tinubu is scared. Tinubu is very, very scared because who we put, the guy that is there now is a junior staff. There's many senior officers. So that means going to retire all those ones, and this guy will stand because the senior ones are not going to take order from the junior one. Never. So he wants to retire them because he's scared. He wants to checkmate everywhere. So what the guy said about he wants the Jonathaners to say anything so that he will know who are against him and who are with him to pick them up. So they are not going to say anything. It's going to say
then that is
so he's not preparing Rebado because he himself is scared because anything can happen. Nobody can cow Nigerians. Nigerians may die, they may be weak, but they will explode one day. Even if the masses did not attack anybody, the other elites will walk away from him and do something and remove him there. If you about the masses cannot do anything.
Though, like with the state of things, do you?
100%. My go and read history of Nigeria now. History of Nigeria is like that. Nobody can put Nigeria down for so long. You can enjoy yourself like Wike time is over. Wike is now going on time bomb. His own is finished. But he's just trying to push up. Like this woman you put up today. I've been thinking about this woman, but I'm happy the woman spoke something today. You know what they did to that woman? They just silenced the woman. The woman don't want to die. She just kept quiet. But today she said, "What's gonna be? Let it be." So let her say this because after this tenure, all those things they sent to her as they finished already. They will use it to probe her because he did not cross-check it and he accepted the paper they signed. You know, so that's why she came out and she knows that she's not only going to do 4 years there. This is her last time. But the man you said about 24 years there, that man is following Wike. Maybe they will use the man to replace the woman. And then I want to say something again about this Tinubu picture you played last time, because since 1999 or before 1999.
It was
actually, you see, like when Older said
last night, yeah.
Yes, like what Older said. He's right. Like a lot of things have gone under the carpet before Tinubu become who is he. I can remember Funshaw Williams. I can remember Yinka. I can remember Bola Ige. And you remember when you go to this what they call it, confessional statement of Mustafa. He said some elders from Yoruba took money the day Abiola died. Who are those people? He never mentioned names. Who are those people? So he has been planning this day. But it's unfortunate to him that this thing came when he's already down. That's why you see him doing everywhere to enjoy his life, because he's a selfish and wicked man. He's enjoying his life like a young person, going every length to enjoy himself. So everyone that is following him, he's scared. Even his shadow, he's scared about his own shadow. So he doesn't know anything to prepare. The last thing he would do is to die. Thank you, man. That's what I want to say. As we preparing.
You have a good one then, all right? I mean, it's good for anyone to disagree with any person's views. And respectfully as well, you will see somebody else who is going to say, okay, I disagree with you too. And then another person will be like, okay, I agree with that first one. I disagree with you. That's one thing about this temple. You are all welcome to express your own views the way you think, respectfully. And then there is always the right of response as well. See, we have just about 15 minutes to go. Again, if you haven't really liked the broadcast, this will be your best time to do that. Okay. Oh, I think Zen is calling back. Let's take this. Hello, sir.
Hello, Maiyegun.
No, you would only have just about 2 minutes. I think you want to add something to what he just said, right?
Yeah, I just want to.
So
I just want to respond to what the last caller just said. Yeah.
Go on.
When I said earlier in the year that Nigeria is going to be using the dollar, the simple mistake people make is they expect to see dollar on the high street. The biggest dollar you're using is Dangote refinery. That is where everything that denominates your economy rolls from. No matter how hard Nigeria tried to use Naira to sell to Dangote, Dangote is still quoting your oil at the international rate. Yes. And the moment it's quoted at international rate, you do not have control over your currency. We all live in the UK here. Can somebody go to Tesco and tell Tesco because they imported vegetable from Europe, they're going to quote it in euros? Anybody that understands economics,
price in Tesco will never be quoted based on the imported whatever from Europe ever.
You never hear that.
No.
That is what I said earlier in the year, that Nigeria will be moving to dollarization. The day dollar gets removed,
he agreed with you on that one.
Well,
he didn't dispute that.
Secondly, when he said issue about the army general, I totally agree with him. But has anybody ever sat down and asked yourself one question? They gave Tinubu 5 days to reinstate power in the north, which means the northern Nigeria has been enjoying free power supply. Why you in the south? You're paying for them to use free power. Have anybody actually thought about it? So which means economic activity can continue in the north for free. Why you in the south pay your VAT, pay everything, and you decide to subsidize your own lifestyle? Secondly, when it comes to the issue of the army general, that he said there's no acting chief of army staff. It's true, there's no acting chief of army staff.
Or never been.
Now
it's created.
There's never been, and there will never be. But sometimes you need to test the loyalty of the people around you. Your biggest threat as a leader, go and check all the African leaders that were eliminated after independence. They were eliminated by their DC, the person standing behind them. The moment you are working and your ADC know every of your itinerary, your next flight is like he manages everything about you. If you remember when I was saying Kolu deceived Nigerians by pretending he was about to die. At some point, his ADC was even managing his laptop to show people that this guy is about to go. The Northerners believed that. He played them. Now he's got to a point where he's consolidated power. The change of ministers was not change of ministers. Watch, that's what's called image laundering. Nuhu Ribadu has had that image after Obasanjo. They've laundered him back again through contesting for presidency. He didn't win. They brought him back as chief of minister for something defense. Go and check history of Nigeria. He's the first person outside military that's been chief of
national security advisor.
Thank you. There has never been anybody from any other military parasite in Nigeria apart from him that has taken that position. All of them always come from the army. He is the first person. There's a reason why. The next thing they're going to do for him is they're going to bring him down to a position where he doesn't get any scrutiny. He will just bypass the system. Then when he gets to the time they want to bring a northerner, they will now start reeling out all his achievement. They will wipe out all the other northern elite. And that is it. And for the lady saying we are waiting for 2027, may I remind everybody, we were here when Buhari came in. And we're complaining. Buhari has come and done 8 years ago. Anybody thinking about breaking up Nigeria with fight or protest is wasting his time.
No doubt.
Until Nigerians decide to do typical to what IPOB is doing, saying sit at home. They have to get to a point where we say our integrity and life matters more than what we go to work for. And until that time, it's not going to work. Or we decide, okay, an injury to one is an injury to all.
Shut it down.
And if not that, if you can't shut the economy down, these people are making money, they don't care about you. A clear example is what happened at the court. A sitting House of Rep is given 500,000 bail. A child that doesn't even know where his next meal is coming from is given 10 million bill. Doesn't that tell you Tinubu wants somebody to come outside and talk? And I can guarantee you, at the rate we are going now, the only reason stopping Tinubu will do his full 8 years. Not because Nigerians want him, because America and the West want him. If Peter Obi had won election, I'm guaranteeing you NHS will have crumbled. NHS in Europe will have crumbled. American medical system will crumble because all the best doctors in Nigeria will feel safe to go and invest back in Nigeria. You have to look, it's economics. It's not all about is the right thing to do. Everybody knows it's the right thing to do. Everybody knows it's the right thing to do.
The forces that will kind of...
But if your system work, go and check what's happening in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso has gone from a third world nation to almost middle level economy within the space of 1 year. It's because the leadership system work. Everybody can see that the man is not taking bribe. He's starting from the top. So Tinubu doing 8 years is not by his power. It's by the power of the Foreign Intelligence Agency. Very soon, if they see that Peter Obi is doing too much, they'll find one thing and plug on him and say one of his businesses had issue, as they did in the Heathrow airport. Before you know, they'll just put him on circulation. Tinubu will continue his thing.
Thank you very much for that extra, right? And always appreciate your contribution, okay? Thanks a lot. You have a good one, Baba. That's it. So it is quite interesting, if you put it that way. There are so many of us who have different ways of looking at things. Number one, based on our own exposure or based on our own experience. And when I say exposure, sometimes what we are exposed to also matters. The information you are indeed exposed to does matter. One thing that we have on the MaiyegunsDiary Politico is the fact that it could be a repository. Is that a word? Repository of all knowledge. No knowledge is lost. That's what they say. No knowledge is lost. On MaiyegunsDiary Politico, we are the textbook definition of that. Okay. So we have, we have just about less than 10 minutes to go. And for those who are yet to make their own contribution, or to those who are yet to actually really like the broadcast, please do now. And also remember, if you haven't subscribed onto MaiyegunsDiary Premium, our backup channel, I implore you to please do. Let me put down the screen again. 1 sec. Just a quick one. For those who are searching for it, it's not hard. Just go onto your YouTube, okay? And search for MaiyegunsDiary Premium. One word. See? One word. Or search for at MaiyegunsDiary Premium. One word. See, we are now at 1,286. So also on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, let me see. Do you know that we only have just 1 second? We only have just wow, just 84 more subscribers, and we will cross the 100,000 organic subscribers on YouTube on this particular one. So let's keep it rolling. And thank you so much to every one of us who has been very, very, supportive in that aspect. Also, a quick reminder that this segment, even though it was half an hour of it, but when we're having that chat, it sort of kind of surpassed it. So this segment is really sponsored by the Yarosulala Digital. Okay, helping hardworking people create successful businesses online, right? They do have, they are different. If you join, right, you have a chance of hearing from the real practitioners, the experts in this field. They have days like, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, where they have their webinar. The webinar is when you will join the others and, in the video, sort of a video conferencing, where you can ask direct questions. Again, when you are looking for business opportunities, somewhere to actually really try something that is yours, work within your own time, be your own boss, sort of. And don't ever think it is too late for you to start or learn something new, this may be the chance you need. Just check it out. You know, it's not going to harm me. It's not going to kind of like harm you in any way, okay? Put your phone on the screen of your TV right now. And then, yeah, when I say put your phone, I'm talking about put the camera of your phone on and scan this barcode. And this will show you a link to the website of this business entity, okay? Go on. If you have your own $149 to kind of check it out, this may be your pathway to your own financial freedom and extra income that could actually become your main income in no time. So, you know what? Checking my time, I think it won't be a bad idea to call it a night right now. I'm so sorry, okay? So those of you who are still probably, I told you, sometimes when you call in so late, you are just going to end up dragging us across the line. Thank you so much, everyone. We've had a wonderful day. It's been so wonderful from the noon brunch time and to this evening as well. Thank you. Please, if as we are all living, remember to like the broadcast, okay? Like it, share it, subscribe onto my channel. And when I turn on and turn up next time, you won't miss anything. Also, this is for everyone, okay? Especially on YouTube. Try and check your notification setting. That bell, you know, that bell. Check it. See if you have set your notification on all videos of Maiyegun. That includes the premiere, the uploaded videos, the shorts, and even the live broadcast as well. You won't miss anything. And if you have to be at work where Maiyegun is live, at least you'll get to know that Maiyegun was live, right? Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and then good night. From here, good night, everyone.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun Diary, Diary Politico. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Kíkó nìna kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa bí.
Ayé ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin òwò.
Maiyegun máa bí.
Ayé ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òwúrọ̀ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa bí.
Ayé ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràjì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ayé ẹ̀sùn ràjì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràjì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràjì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràjì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràjì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràjì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràjì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràjì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràjì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràjì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràjì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràjì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràjì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Allowed the two it's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. She off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic, and if we talk, na 500,000 they go sama us call am hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people wey dey spoil our country. Politico.
Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
This one not the off in mind.
Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
And in the touchlight every corner.
Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don come. So my people make you ladder.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
My people make we shout.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
Maiyegun don come, man of the masses.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
MaiyegunsDiary Politico.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
This one not the off in mind.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say MaiyegunsDiary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don come. So my people make you laugh.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
My people make you shout.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
Maiyegun don come, man of the masses.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
MaiyegunsDiary Politico.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
This man not the off in mind.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
MaiyegunsDiary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
MaiyegunsDiary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
MaiyegunsDiary, Maiyegun number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
MaiyegunsDiary, Maiyegun number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí.
MaiyegunsDiary, Maiyegun number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
MaiyegunsDiary, Maiyegun number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí.
MaiyegunsDiary, Maiyegun number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
MaiyegunsDiary, Maiyegun number one.
MaiyegunsDiary Politico.
MaiyegunsDiary, Maiyegun number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
MaiyegunsDiary, Maiyegun number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
MaiyegunsDiary, Maiyegun number one.
Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
MaiyegunsDiary, Maiyegun number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Hello there. Good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us again. This is Maiyegun Live. I know it's a bit dramatic, isn't it? Anyway, it's been like that for years now. So it's the line. Thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are joining us indeed. It is Maiyegun Live, and please read beyond the caption of the broadcast. Read the description of the broadcast. Like it. Share it. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends. Tell them that Maiyegun today. We are starting tonight with what we already knew, but maybe not how. And that is how APC, Egbekegbe, rigged the Edo elections. Of course, in the next few days, they are going to have the APC, Egbekegbe's government, sworn in Edo State. Or maybe, just maybe, for the sake of posterity, we should lay it bare to the rest of the world that needs to know how did they do it. APC, Egbekegbe, and Inec, the way they operate in the contraption is not hidden. To them, they will rig you, and you can have all the evidence, right? Then, what are you going to do about it? Go to court. They are already waiting for you there too. No matter the evidence you present, their court will say, no evidence. But like I said, for the sake of posterity, I remember when we were doing everyday expose on Tiflumbu, on this platform, I remember some of the Ronukus of today, the bad start of today, the bad idiots, including the Abrodian Ronukus, the Buaridins, the Buarididerins, the Buaridinotus, the Buaridijatus, the Buarishukus, the Unekaharis, the Ungoziaris, the obedient fools, the voluntary slaves, the humbled slaves, sophisticated morons, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the all-risers. They were always camping on MaiyegunsDiary Politico. They are always reminding me then, or telling me then, that I can go and bring all the evidence in the world. Tiflumbu will be your president, and there is nothing you, Maiyegun, can do about it. You can continue to cry. Tiflumbu, the druggie, the drug dealer, the drug pusher, the jaga banditi, the jaga addicti, the ashiwaju awon ole, ashiwaju awon agbero. Most of those who were voluntary slaves, waiting to kind of harvest our tears, today, they are everywhere, screaming and crying. Ebing power o. Nobody else they cry now. This was less than 2 years ago. In fact, even after the whole rigging, they came back here. Ooh, Maiyegun. Tiflumbu is going to be president. You can continue to cry. 8 years. 4 plus 4. Tiflumbu 4 plus 4. Like the leprosy fingers, like that. I said no wahala. Amen. 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 Today, less than 18 months into what is still going to be 40. 12. That's going to be 48, 96 months. 96 months of your shege, renewed shege, from change of Bokwari to next devil of Bokwari. They no learn. They came back here to tell me that